Section 1. The Expanding Shadow War. An introduction. This essay examines Africa's hidden intelligence wars. The period covers 2 decades, from 2005 to 2025. These years saw a dramatic rise in secret operations across the continent. Foreign powers and local agencies engaged in a quiet struggle for influence, resources, and security. This essay aims to explain what happened in simple terms. It will detail the methods used and the players involved. It will also explore the real-world effects on nations and their people. The story is one of complex motives. It mixes counterterrorism and political maneuvering. It blends high-tech surveillance and old-fashioned human spying. Before 2005, espionage reflected Cold War rivalries and post-colonial control. The global war on terror redefined the continent as a central battleground. The United States and its allies expanded their footprint, building quiet bases and deploying special forces. Money poured into training local intelligence services, creating new capabilities and new dependencies. These secret operations went beyond counterterrorism to serve strategic goals. Battles are fought with data, drones, and digital propaganda, in back alleys of bustling cities and the remote deserts of the Sahel. From 2005 to 2025, these secret wars left a deep legacy, reshaping alliances, fueling conflicts, and touching countless lives. Many different actors participated in Africa's intelligence contests. On one side were powerful foreign states, the United States, France, and the United Kingdom, leveraging vast technical and financial resources. Emerging powers, Russia and China, steadily increased their covert presence, offering alternative partnerships. Other nations, like Israel, provided specialized technology and training for diplomatic support or contracts. This crowded field created a complex web of alliances and rivalries, often proxy competition. Alongside them stood Africa's own national intelligence services, varying widely in sophistication. Some highly professional, aligned with Western partners, others deeply politicized. Many served to protect ruling regimes, surveilling opposition, journalists, and civil society, often with abuses. The tools of the trade became increasingly advanced. Human intelligence remained essential, insights tech cannot capture. But the era was defined by technical surveillance, signals intelligence intercepting communications. Listening posts, aircraft, and satellites vacuumed up phone calls, emails, and data. Agencies gained a regional picture, raising profound privacy questions. Unmanned aerial vehicles became signature tools, providing persistent surveillance. Armed drones conducted targeted killings, controversial for civilian risk and legality. Cyber warfare grew, hacking to steal secrets and spreading disinformation. These operations manipulated public opinion and destabilized rivals. A new age of espionage had arrived. The Sahel became a primary theater for covert operations. Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso faced threats from groups linked to Al-Qaeda and ISIS. France launched major interventions, Operation Serval and later Barkhane. These missions leaned on intelligence to track and target leaders, working with local partners. The United States supported from the shadows, bases, intelligence, surveillance, and logistics. Deep integration of intelligence into modern campaigns defined the Sahel fight. In the Horn, focus fell on Somalia and the fight against al-Shabaab. For years, the U.S. conducted drone strikes and special operations raids from nearby bases like Djibouti. Intelligence mixed drone surveillance, signals interception, and human sources. While leaders were hit, civilian casualties fueled grievances and complicated stabilization. Nigeria battled Boko Haram with intelligence support from the US, UK, and France, satellite imagery and surveillance flights. But tools also targeted journalists, opposition figures, and activists, undermining freedoms. North Africa saw a post-2011 upheaval. Libya became a proxy battleground. UAE, Egypt, Turkey, and Russia supplied weapons, funding, and operatives. Elsewhere, intelligence services focused on internal security with extensive surveillance. Counter-Islamist actions often lacked due process and drew rights concerns. Across regions, secrecy shaped conflicts and the lives of millions. Regional flashpoints defined the battlegrounds of secrecy. The United States played a dominant role, driven largely by counterterrorism. Through AFRICOM, it established a network of low-profile bases, so-called lily pads, supporting special operations forces, drone flights, and intelligence collection. The U.S. invested heavily in training and equipping partners to fight threats locally. But this entangled Washington in complex local politics and rivalries. France maintained deep influence, its DGSE long embedded on the continent. Operations were often direct, military intervention backed by robust intelligence, aimed at stability, counterterrorism, and protecting economic assets. Resentment grew. Anti-French sentiment drove a drawdown in the early 2020s. China expanded intelligence presence alongside Belt and Road investments. Focus: protect citizens and assets, and gather economic, political intelligence. Russia's engagement was more disruptive. Private military companies for security in exchange for resources. Moscow also waged political warfare with disinformation to undermine rivals. Israel supplied advanced surveillance and cyber tools, leveraging counter-terror expertise diplomatically. The UK often worked in the background, technical support and training with close collaboration. Regional actors ran their own covert operations, especially in North Africa and the Horn. Great powers and their proxies turned Africa into a chessboard of secret leverage. Behind headlines, intelligence defined strategy and outcomes. The expansion of secret operations came at a significant human cost: civilian lives. Drone strikes and raids, while precise, were not infallible. Faulty intelligence hit innocents, wedding parties, farmers. Initial denials fueled anger and became recruiting tools for extremists. A cycle of violence took hold. Beyond casualties, surveillance chilled free speech and dissent. Reporters, activists, and opposition leaders were watched and harassed. Secret detention and rendition denied due process. Families left without answers. Security-led approaches overshadowed development, governance, and diplomacy. Killing a leader doesn't fix poverty, political exclusion, or injustice. Short-term gains eclipsed long-term solutions, letting problems fester. In summary, 2005 to 2025 transformed intelligence in Africa, surging covert action by foreign and domestic actors. The biggest problem: secrecy and a lack of accountability. When civilians are killed or citizens illegally spied on, there's often no path to justice. Laws can shield agencies, breeding impunity and eroding trust. We need robust oversight, stronger committees, and independent judicial review. Investigate transparently and compensate victims. Secrecy should be the exception. The future depends on balance, countering threats while upholding human rights, democracy, and the rule of law. Otherwise, the shadow wars exact a price far too high.